It's like the biggest disappointment I've ever seen in my entire life. This is Edd Vesign. Welcome to my new and first video. Today we're gonna analyze the design of the Lamborghini Urus. I guess every one of you has an idea, knows this car, has an image in his mind or whatever, because this car actually made it very controversial for the car industry. It's the first SUV ever made by Lamborghini. And today, I think it's worth it to talk about it, especially about the design. This is what we're gonna focus on today. So, before we're gonna start this video, please guys, you need to not pay that attention of my English because it's not my native language. And extra information, by the way, is that the Lamborghini Urus did it very good so far, because based on sources, the Lamborghini Urus is the best sold car of the portfolio Lamborghini has. We're gonna focus on the design. Let's see how this will take part of this success. In the future, I also would like to style and design my own car if it's possible. And if not, it's not, but be optimistic in your life. Yes, best speech ever made by myself. Let's start. At first, we're gonna analyze the front of the Lamborghini. So, the Urus, the first impression you get in general is that this car actually looks monstrous. Yeah, I think this word fits very well because the bumper is dominated by this grill over here. I need to admit that this looks so strange. This directly reminds me of a barbecue fork. You know, when you make a barbecue and want to eat a steak or something, these bars right here are maybe a bit exaggerated. I don't know, because a Lamborghini doesn't need to look mysterious. It could have been looking also more elegant in a way or something, because Lamborghini is also established not just as a performance car, it's also based as a luxury car, and you don't see any chrome elements here or something else. It wants to demonstrate that this SUV is the fastest, the most performance SUV on the market. Whatever. These headlights right here, gosh, I don't know, but you know, from the Huracan and the Aventador, these stick form headlights were included, but I think here they look kind of simple and unspectacular. I don't know why, and the headlight design could have been used from a Honda and put on a Lamborghini, just, you know, I don't know. It's not my favorite one. I prefer the headlights of a Aventador or of a Huracan. But okay, the headlights on the Urus lost their originality in comparison with the other sports cars Lamborghini has in his portfolio. Yeah, the hood is very simple designed. When you look on these lines here, they're very simple put on the hood, because every car, nearly every basic sports car, wears these lines which are going to connecting with the headlights. But yeah, it could have take air intakes on the hood, but it actually hasn't, which is kind of sad, because when the bumper is so mysterious, then they could have made the hood also that way, but it's okay. Let's move on to the Lamborghini Urus concept, because I wanted to make a comparison, because this looks so many. What the hell? And you will be surprised, but I need to do this. We need to compare the Urus, the actual Urus which came on the market, with the Urus concept car, because this car is way different, because This car looks sick. When you take a look on it, you see that this car has more shapes, but the shapes are more with edges, but looking very good. I think this looks way better than the actual Urus. This has air intakes on the hood. This has nice headlights, which I wouldn't have mind they took on the series version, but they didn't. The air intakes, they're really fine. They are simple but good design. Looks typical Lamborghini, how I would expect it from a SUV when Lamborghini builds it, which, yeah, you know, came unexpected. I like these black bars here which support the bumper. Yeah. Why? The series version lost many elements from the concept car, which is kind of sad, but that's the real life in the car industry. To demonstrate it even better, I took a look from the internet where you see the direct comparison between the Urus and the Urus concept car, which is different. Guys, look at it. This is so sad. I don't want to say that the Urus is so such a disappointment, but it actually is. This is, as I said, the grille is thicker than the Urus concept car. The hood is, yeah, more boring than the Urus concept car. And everything, I don't know, I don't wanna hate, but I think the elements they were on the concept before impress the, I think, no, I forgot what I was trying to say. English, where have you been? I'm aware of the fact that concept cars are just concept cars, you know. None of the car builders ever took every element of a concept car in the series version, or just didn't make a series version, okay? So this is amazing that Lamborghini just made an SUV, and that's the fact we should be impressed about. Let's move on. Oh my gosh, guys, the rear, yeah, triggers me since this car came out. I don't know, but no words needed. It's like the biggest disappointment I've ever seen in my entire life. When you take a look on it, you think that this side is lumpish. I don't know, it doesn't look fine or soft design. It's okay. Let's go to the analysis before I can control myself. I know that the Lamborghini Urus came out 1.5 years ago, but I think no one ever did talk about these controversial topics, so that's why I came on this YouTube planet to talk about the designs, and this rear gets me triggered. Let's start. The rear lights. I think they could have connected better with this black bar right here with the font, because it isn't. I mean, look at it. It doesn't connect with it. It does connect the way, but it's too thin. It's just too thin to fill in to think, oh, it could have been built together. Okay, oh, hate. It just triggers me completely. The bumper actually is so big when you look at here. It ends right here. And there we have this air intake here, which is a huge trend which we saw already the first time, not the first time, one of the first car builders who put it on their car was Mercedes with the A-Class back in 2013, where the AMG came out. The exhaust, I think, is okay for the car because it's a monstrous performant car. It wants to show his horsepowers, but this under-eye protection, that's what I don't get. Why? I think It's too much. It's too much for the car. I know it's a performance car, but I would like to see some chrome elements or something like that, you know. You don't need to exaggerate it with the underwrap protection. The rear diffuser, for example. I would make some difference right here, let's say that way. To demonstrate it to the ones who weren't involved with the Urus, the concept was presented by Lamborghini in 2012. Yeah, look at it. This, maybe you get right now what I mean. These had rear lights. Rear lights. I don't know, did I say headlights before? Gosh. These rear lights look connected with this black bar and where the front is put on, you know, looks amazing. It should have looked this way. I like these tailpipes. They have a special shape, I think looks original, and the Lamborghini Urus series version tailpipes have just a oval form. I like these type of two spoilers right here. I don't know if I have a fable for it, but it just looks awesome, you know. And I think this one is even more looking like a real SUV, you know. I really like this. Now we're gonna see this car compare to each other from the side. I need to say right here that this is such a big difference. I know the pictures don't match that well from the perspective, but the actual Urus right here has, and that's where I need to criticize, the shape. It has this shape, this soft designed shape from the A pillar to the C. I think it's already D. It's a D pillar. This form right here is very soft designed, but the details on the car itself, like here of the fenders right here, these shapes from the wing to the rear lights right here, they look okay, but it has more edges and it's not soft designed, you know. It doesn't match with the body of the Lamborghini itself, and I think this is a big mistake because it doesn't look really successful. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to hate this car, it's also a nice car, but you need to get what I mean. Because when you look at the Urus concept car, you get what a impressive edge the car has on the A pillar, and then it connects with the D pillar again. Then you see this, this, and this. I want to say that the designer focused even more on the edges, on the body, on the rooftop, and the pillars, and the window style as well. And it took hard shapes on the body itself, then here on the doors, to the rear lights, and so, you know. And this is simple designed here, the wheelhouse. This is thin and not so thick like on the Urus series version. I don't like this. I think this looks like sticked on. I'm not a fan of it. The brakes I think are cool. This is a typical element car makers are putting on their models to put the same color as the car actually has. And also I need to say, I don't know what the Urus is so popular in the yellow color. I don't get it actually. Every time I see pictures of the Urus, I see them in yellow, and I don't know why. Fits very well on sports cars like the Corvette or the new Porsche, but on the Urus, honestly, I think black would have fitted in way better. But okay, that's the way it is. What I'm trying to say is that I think it's way better when the roof design connecting with the pillars has more impressive edges on the body type itself. This connects more and better each other, and it is a better result, as you see. I think this attracts me even more to buy the car. Let's go for a little second to the interior. I don't want to go in detail here because there are too many details here to analyze. Really, Lamborghini does it very well with the interiors. Actually, in this car, I think this car has one of the best, maybe the best interior design of all the models it has in its portfolio. Luxurious. The chrome bar right here, the hand knobbles inside, the decorative stitching, which has also the same color as the exterior body color. I like these vents. It has a 6-edge type of design, which doesn't look bad at all. I really like it. The steering wheel, I think when you have something like that, you don't want to get your hands off. Impressive. I really like this. So, and then you see the concept. Yeah, concept cars in general want to focus the spectators on their exterior design and not on their interior design. In the Urus, we see that the interior design didn't play a huge role. I'm just impressed by this car right here, which is a cream white, I guess. Maybe this would match good in the serious version of the Urus right now. It's okay that way. Well, I think this, I don't know, but it looks like, it reminds me of marble or graphite something. I think this is a really nice combination. Now we're gonna move on to the prices. I think this is also a interesting fact to know about the car. The Urus costs about $200,000 in the USA. It sounds very much, but for SUV, for a performance SUV, actually it is okay because we have the Bentley Bentayga and it's costing even more. In the UK, the Urus costs 100,031 and 500 pounds. In Europe, 100,071 and 429 euros. And in Italy, yeah, they're putting a price of 168,852 euros, which is less expensive. I want to finish this video with a huge thanks. This video didn't consist of hate. It's just my knowledge because I'm very involved in cars. I mostly focus on the designs because, you know, when you see a car, it's in everything. When you see something, the first thing that counts is the exterior impression it makes on you. And if you don't like it, you aren't interested to get to know more about the car or about the stuff, the things that are maybe interesting about the car and could impress you even more and convince you. I'm not a journalist at all. I want to share my opinion with you, and I would be very happy if we share the same thoughts. I hope we're going to see in the future. Bye!